Hey Mom, happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
We decided to create a video card for you instead of a regular card.
It's a more modern way of sharing with you.
The gifts that you've given us, um, each one of us.
Us being Dwight and I, but also Patsy. So we really hope you enjoy this video because it's only a small token of our appreciation and gratitude for everything you've done in our lives.
The first thing that always comes to mind whenever I think about you, especially now that I'm living on my own, is your food. I know that the moment that I walk into the house will smell like something. And
I enjoy teaching you how to cook, Mom.
since we spend a lot of time, and since I've the last 2.5 years that I lived with you, we've really transformed our diets into something very healthy that's both helped you as well as me.
And mainly feeding you because, you know, you've you know how to make about two or three things, but let's be honest, who's the better cook?
Some things that are just awesome that you always cook are lentils. In fact, I ate some today. They were great. Thank you for that. You make the best quiches, and I remember a while ago you taught me how to make a quiche, and I wrote it down on my really old laptop, and then I never practiced it. You know, you have the largest supply of tea of anybody that I know. So, really, the biggest thing in my life that you've helped me out with was when, first of all, you got me my first car
Thank you for always letting me use your car.
when Dad decided that the '88 Toyota Corolla that he was going to throw away was a piece of crap.
Thank you for being so flexible whenever I did need to use it.
You turned around, you spent the money, and you gave me that car with the idea that I would pay you back. And even though I was in college, not making a lot of money, you know, we developed a payment plan, and that was really cool. So thank you for that, because that really opened many opportunities for me.
To go pick up my friend for something or go to work in Century City, you would always say, I can go carpool with Eduardo, or you can leave me at work earlier in the morning. So sometimes I would take you there at 2 a.m. in the morning, and you'd be like, you can come pick me up late, no problem. So sometimes I'd go pick you up at 2 a.m. in the morning. So thank you.
And then when that car died, you bought me a new car, which was fantastic, and I still have it. And it makes the lifestyle that I currently enjoy possible. And that wouldn't be possible without you helping me out. So I'm eternally grateful for that.
Mom, I appreciate you because you've never said no to me. And that sounds really selfish, but what I mean by that is that you've never tried to stop me from doing what I wanted.
You have also helped foster in me is these talents that you see in me.
If I wanted to study abroad, you always made sure I had everything to do it. If I wanted to join the Peace Corps, you were always behind me. You said, yeah, great, go do that. If I wanted to stay in the Peace Corps longer, you said, yeah, go, stay, do what you have to do.
Although sometimes I decide to shy away from certain talents that I have. One of them I'm currently standing on would be this ceramic tile floor that that you like bragging about to everybody who comes here.
If, I really thought that being part of a certain group or a certain program or taking a certain class or going after, a certain goal, you never try to inhibit me from following through with what I really wanted to do. And, you know, some people might say, well, that's what parents are supposed to do, but I don't think as many parents genuinely want and do everything in their power to make their children succeed the same way that you've done that in my life.
It was a lot of hard work, and I really thank you for believing in me in that perspective, even though that I decided to take my talents elsewhere. I know this is something that I can do, and most likely will exercise again later on in my life. Now, I remember when I first got here, actually in San Diego, I started this, getting really into throwing parties. And I remember when I got here to LA, I joined this group called CPO, which stood for Cool People Only. And you were always really cool with us having parties here.
So, some of the things that I love you despite are
You wanted to make sure that the house was clean all the time, and that was a good excuse to keep the house clean.
how when you say you clean the house, it's really still a disaster.
And you've always liked to party, and I think that's always been really cool about you. Just you like being the host, and you are a really great host.
Um, when you say you're organized, you really are completely not.
Everybody who I've ever brought to a party and you've been here, they've always said, "Oh, your mom's so sweet," and I would agree with that for the most part.
Whenever you meet somebody new, you never have a problem asking them to pitch in, you know, to help you around the house, taking out the trash, mopping the floor, taking Rosie for a walk. You want to make dinner? Sure. We don't have anything cooked.
So it's cool to have a mom that likes to have a good time and likes to party. You're in that perspective. You're still young, so keep partying because it's fun. I remember way back when Alicia Silverstone was in that movie Clueless, and we went to the movie theater with you, and we saw one movie. I forget what it was, and then we saw another one, and we thought that it was a fun idea to just not pay and go see that movie. And at that time, I thought it was a really cool thing that you were into the idea of just, hey, let's just like go steal this movie and not tell anybody. I thought that was really cool.
You always break the law. You get a billion traffic tickets.
Now, something that personally embarrasses me, but that you're good at, is you are a very good complainer.
A couple things that I admire you for are speaking your mind.
What I mean by that is when you don't like something, you will make sure that the other person knows it and will attach some elaborate story based on one of your children and how they had this experience and how now you only expect this kind of standard, which, to be learned from.
Being spontaneous, making sure you get what you paid for or what you deserve.
I think like when we were really young, you started complaining to some person at this fast food place how they didn't do your order right, and you were such a pain in the ass that they ended up giving us free French fries, and Amanda and I were both going like, okay, I mean, that's cool, okay, that's fine.
I really hope that, for the rest of my life, when I'm not satisfied with something, I'll speak up and, get what I paid for or what I deserve.
And we got free French fries. Hey, can't complain about that. Most recently, we all went out to Buca de Beppo, Potsy, you, Amanda, and myself, and we ordered those cheese fries. And you looked at the cheese fries, going, "What the hell is this? Like, I don't even see the cheese." And I remember you brought the waiter over, and you told him about how we went to Africa and blah 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 and all this stuff, and all of us were just going, okay. Even I was just sitting back going like, this really is not a big deal. But you just kept going, and eventually they brought us free an extra helping of the what was it, the cheese bread that was piled high with cheese, and I was like, you go, Mom. So right on.
The funny thing is that I don't know how many times you've been pulled over. I don't know if it's your accent or you claim that you didn't know you were breaking a law. Or since this is Mother's Day, I'm going to say that you're just really smarter than everybody and playing them, and that, you knew the whole time, but you have gotten so good at getting away with this kind of stuff that you figure, why not break the rules, get what I want in life, and go on.
Throughout these few years that I've been going through this personal transformation of getting to know myself and meeting lots of women, I remember the one thing that you always did well. Well, you've always been good about bragging about me, even when I might not invite it.
Mom, I love that you're educated. I love that you're cultured. I love that you are able to appreciate something that you may not have any idea about.
However, in this case, I hadn't realized, but you bragging about me around girls that I like was very useful.
And that you're willing to learn and you're willing to take chances and risks and, experience everything in life and not hold yourself back because, you never tried something or you don't know about it.
I remember one time we were at the mall, this was a couple years ago, and I was talking to these two Asian girls at that, what was it? At the Mongolian barbecue place. And, I had them sit down with us, and then all of a sudden you just started going off on how cool you thought I was and all that kind of stuff. And they were eating it up, and I was sitting back thinking to myself, my mom is a really good wingwoman.
Dwight and I often talk about how you are one of the most caring, compassionate people we've ever known in our entire lives. Probably the most. I mean,
you want the best for us, and I think there's no better place than you bragging about me than in front of women that I like. So, well done.
It's evident in your relationship with us, in your relationship with Patsy, in your relationship with your relatives in Peru, in your relationship with our dad.
And even, every woman that I've brought over in the past couple years, they've always just mentioned how cool you are. And, even Ida likes you too. She wants to speak Spanish with you more often. So,
the whole fact that you kept him on your health care plan because you knew he was sick, but he was an important part of our lives. All those things, even if we don't tell you every day that we're so thankful that you have that personality and that you have that golden heart. We love you so much for it, and we are so fortunate to be your children.
Just want to say how much I love you, and you've done a really great job raising me and Amanda and Patsy as well, and we would really definitely not be the people we are today if it wasn't for your influence, whether it's something that we see in you that we don't ever want to be, or if it's something in you that we really admire. And
I need to thank you for being so loving, so thoughtful.
I think, and I know that being grateful and admiration carries much more weight and is much more powerful than any negativity that might exist. So you're definitely a gift to this family, and I hope you know that. That's why we're taking this extra step here and making something real special for you, because you're special to us. And I am certain that by this point, by the time that you've been watching this video, that you've been really having a great day and feel like the amazing woman that you are.
Okay, Mom. I gotta finish this video so that Dwight and I can give it to you before the day is done. But I just want to tell you that you're the greatest, and I love you a lot.
So, this is the end of my clip, and I love you, and that's it.
I hope you have enjoyed your Mother's Day as much as we enjoy you. So, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.